Hey up cocks, it's Phyllis Phalanges, the internet's least favourite glove puppet chicken, and I'm back with another collab with lip smacking nails, and this time it's holidays. But because I am just a glove puppet chicken, I'm gonna need my stunt hands. Ooh, stunt hands! Hi, it's me, the stunt hands, with a cut on the back of my hand. You'll have to ignore that. I'm going to be doing my first ever set of aquarium nails for holidays, and they're going to be based around my favourite place, which is in Greece. Hopefully I'll be able to insert a couple of clips of the actual place so you can see where my inspiration's coming from. I've never done aquarium nails before. I've never even done a attempt. So this could be interesting. Let's crack on. So what I have done is put a piece of plastic on this little container just so I've got a hard background for it to keep it flat. I have tried to get rid of the reflection of the lights, so if it's a little bit darker I apologise, but I figured it was better darker than having all the lights shining all over. I might just bring one slightly back so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, there. I'm going to do the backings for them first. The most important part of an aquarium or snow globe nail is the fact that you have the back on it. It kind of doesn't work without that, does it? Right, I've decided to put a coat of all the base colours down because honestly, you don't need to watch me do that. So they've had base coat and then they've had one coat of all the colours. I'm going to give them all a cure and then I'll probably give them another coat to make sure they're nice and thick and sturdy. And then I'll do a little bit of art on them before we move on. So this little sucker is refusing to set, so I'm going to change that colour out for something else, which is annoying because it took me ages to find this colour, but I'll change it for something else and we'll try that one again. Okay, I swapped it for this because the rule is when things go wrong, throw some glitter at it. So it's a coat of this with some of this. What we're going to do next is I think I'm going to put I'll get a top coat put on this so I don't cock it up, and then we're going to do a little bit of nail art on some of the other ones. I feel like at this point, if I didn't spill something, you would wonder where the real me was. I'm going to try that again. I'm hoping after all this fannying about, it actually works. these are my empty nails all done. And I've not seen anybody else do this, so I don't know if this is the correct way to do things, but I figured filling them from this end would look better, because then you can put paint over it so you're not going to see. And while it was still soft, I've sort of bent the end of it round to seal the end, so the end is the same colour. I don't know if that's how I'm supposed to do it, or if I've just invented something amazing. Let me know. I am just pretty much winging this the whole way through. If I'm doing something super weird, yeah, please tell me. I'm going to start painting the design on the top of them now, just to cover up where the like joiny bit is and where the nail's going to sit underneath, just to blend everything in. This one's going to be almost all green, and then with designs on the top and obviously inside. Right, these have all had about 3 coats, and I've tried to fade it out so it doesn't look too weird. Most of them look alright. That one looks a little bit odd, but you know, in case you're wondering, I did do it on an angle on purpose. I just thought it looked nicer to have more of the pattern in. What I think I'm going to do is pop a base coat on the whole things, just to try and smooth everything out a little bit for me to work on, so I can do the rest of the details. So this is them with their base coat on. I've not even cured it yet, but I just wanted to show you because they look so cool. You can kind of see things coming together now. They're looking a bit more aquarium-y. So I'm going to get these baked and then we'll crack on with some of the more exciting designy bits. So I'm going to start painting. I think I know where I'm going with this guy. I think this guy's going to be one of the easiest ones. Next, I think I want to do a thin blue line around just inside where the white is. As you can see, I'm trying to figure out how to do a Greek key design because I kind of wanted to do that around the outside, but I don't know if I can do it that small. I'll see if I can put something that might look like it around the outside, but I might have to abandon this idea. Okay, yeah, I'm really pleased with that. That's pretty much what I was after. No, it's not an exact Greek key, but it will do. Looks pretty good. So this is supposed to look a bit like a tablecloth. I know it doesn't at the moment, but that's what we're going for. And you know I love a nail sticker, so I've got these stickers and I'm going to put one of them on the top part of the nail, but I think I might cut the dots off the bottom just so it doesn't look quite as finished, so it kind of blends in a little bit where I've had to hide the top of the nail. And then I might even put one of these like olive branchy looking things at the bottom, but we will see. I'm gonna get one of these on first, I think, because I think that'll be cool and quick and easy way to make it look awesome sauce. And this one, I just want to put a couple of little clouds on just to sort of blend the top part in. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to put some landy, sandy kind of effect. Right, I'm gonna put some tree. I'm gonna put some trees on this one. And now I'm gonna paint a little church on here. This is how we're looking so far, and now I need to make the most delicious and life-affirming banana waffle I've ever had to put on my little earthenware plate. So it's going to be the dreaded glove time, unfortunately. my tiny little waffle has been baked on both sides. See if it fits on my plate. Oh, look. It does. It's so cute. Well, it's going to be cute once it's painted. It looks weird at the moment. I've got a very anemic looking waffle, but it will look delicious and golden. Alright, so now I've got my little waffle. I'm gonna assemble it onto the little plate. My waffle needs some cream and sprinkles, so I've got this little charm that I'm gonna add. There we go. And this is my favourite thing to do with charms and stickers. Like, you don't have to sculpt everything, you don't have to paint everything. I think it's really fun to use a mixture of both. Right, this shit again, and I'm trying to create a stone archway on this. Not 1,000,000% sure how I'm gonna do that. Figure I'm just gonna have to mold it straight onto the nail, so hopefully I don't cock it up. Right, I'm going to get this painted so it looks like stone. Okay, so one of them's in the lamp, this is the other 4. You're going to have to just ignore the fact that I'm using this matte blush and contour palette. It's magnetic, they stick to it, it goes in my lamp. I'm thinking maybe this one should have some stickers on too. This one I'm going to do as an ode to all the fantastic little jewellery shops in my favourite place. Absolutely packed with gorgeous, gorgeous things. I'm just trying to decide what I want on here, what's gonna go with everything else. Alright, I'm gonna put some chain on this one, I think, just a little bit. I don't want to go mental. Look, I made these weird insect eggs. They're not actually insect eggs, they're supposed to be olives. Yeah, but they look like creepy insect eggs at the moment. I'm going to try and get them painted in olive colours and stick them in a nail. I've just got one more thing to do before I put all my fillings in, and I want to make some little fishes for my under the sea one, and I'm going to use some of the yellower ones of these, and I want to just stick them to a piece of plastic yet again, just because I know that I could cut around them on this, but I'm worried that once I put like the baby oil and whatever in the nails, it might unstick from the backing. So I figured if I put them onto something else, that might make it work better. I don't know. This whole thing is an experiment from start to finish, so who knows what's going to happen. This is the exciting and very nerve-wracking bit, so I'm going to start putting my insides in. For this one I want a couple of these like slightly aurora orangey stones just to pick out the colours in these two, because I want them to look quite cohesive. A little bit of this fine hollow gold. Right, what I've done in my infinite wisdom is, because I didn't like the fact that they kept flipping over onto the silver side, so I've stuck them back to back. So if they do happen to flip over, I've not got the silver side. I'll open up my nemesis caviar beads. Try and stick a few of them in there. I might put some of these deeper ones in there as well. And then I think we'll have to call that it, because I don't want it to be too full. And this one's going to have my olives in it. I don't know how many I'm going to put in here, so I'll just put a few in and see how it looks. We'll do a little bit of gold caviar in this one. Only the tiniest bit. We have a tiny bit of hollow gold glitter. Maybe should. So for this one, I've got some tiny little banana slices that I'm going to put into it. Go on, banana. Banana. That'll do. I don't want to overdo it. Put some of this banana coloured glitter in as well, which will hopefully float around a bit in there. And this one, I'm gonna some of this iridescent yellow glitter in, because this one is all about all the butterflies. Obviously, I'm going to need some actual butterflies. Well, not actual butterfly. I'm not going to put real butterflies in it. That would be cruel and bizarre. Try and find the right colour. A little yellow one. Put that in. And then I've got these bigger ones. I'm going to put a couple of these in. I've just stuck another sticker on the opposite side and then top coated them. So if they flip over inside, it's not the end of the world. I think I'm going to use these sort of semi-transparent caviar beads in 2 different shades of blue. I'm just going to use my scooping technique. Scoop this. Some glitter. No idea if I'm putting too much stuff in this, not enough stuff. Little fishes in there. Alright, I'm going to start with this one. Why am I nervous? And I'm gonna put my baby oil in using an insulin syringe with the needle part removed. I figured that might be the easiest way to do it. Oh, there we go. Then I'm gonna use some of this gel to seal it in. Right, they've got all their tanks filled, everything's sealed finally. Did them all the same way, just with a syringe full of baby oil. Yeah, I've got some olives stuck in the bottom of this one, but honestly, everything else has turned out pretty much okay. I'm going to invert them and hopefully it'll be magical. And I'm not even gonna tell you how long these have taken me. You just believe me when I say a very long time. However, I think they're worth it. I'm very proud of myself. Right, thanks for watching. Bye!
Like, subscribe, or go pluck yourself.